What's going on, everyone? It's Manny from BackCourt Violation hitting you with another video, and this one is going to be about the Jimmy Butler situation going down, because there are just rumors going left, right, center, middle, whatever, man. They're flowing all around, and I really can't even keep up with it. I went to bed yesterday thinking he was going to be a Heat. I woke up to go to work this morning. They said he might be a Rocket. I got out of the gym after work, and now he's staying with the Timberwolves. He held a players-only meeting today. I don't know what to make about it. Yesterday, he's at practice, cussing Anthony Towns out, cussing Wiggins out. Thibodeau's letting it happen, apparently. He was quiet as hell, they said. And like I said, today he's holding a players-only meeting, and he's staying in Minnesota. I don't buy it, but at the same time, I don't know what to make of it. This whole thing has just drawn on way too long. I understood why that drew out long, why he wasn't bought out right away, because it's a buyout. Completely different than when a player formally requests a trade. Not once, but twice. Twice this man went to the owner in Thibs and said, I want out. Now suddenly, after berating his teammates, he wants to stay. I don't buy it. I don't like it. I think it'd be good for basketball if Jimmy Butler left Minnesota. I don't know where he goes because Minnesota has already turned down Miami's offer of Richardson in a first, which, listen, obviously you can't make that trade if you're Minnesota. You're not getting back enough. But at the same time, if I'm Miami, I don't want to get rid of Josh Richardson. He'd be one of the players I would try and keep. Now, I know he's better than Tyler Johnson, but if it were me, I'd put a package around something like, I don't even know what you could do. Obviously, you got to try and get rid of Tyler Johnson's contract. You would love to get rid of Whiteside's contract. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for it because, they gave up 2 first-rounders for Dragic. But if I could do something to where I could entice them to get, to take one of those contracts, I'd give 2 first-round picks. I'd be like, listen, we'll give you Tyler Johnson and let's just say they did Tyler Johnson and Dragic, okay? So you do Tyler Johnson, Dragic, 2 first-round picks, you get Jimmy and Jeff Teague. I don't know if it works out. I don't know what. But I think, or maybe you could get Jimmy and Gorgie Dang because I know they would prefer to get rid of him, not because he's a bad player, but because they just signed him to a ridiculous contract. And he's a good player, but he is not worth the $48 million that he's getting. He's just not. But I really don't know. Let me say this from a Knicks fan perspective real quick. After seeing him, after reading that yesterday, I know I shouldn't want him, and I didn't want him, but now I do, because that is some Charles Oakley stuff. That's some attitude, and that's some swagger, man. That's some stuff the Knicks need, and I would try and sign him in free agency next year now. Just knowing that he's not afraid to just tell you how he feels, that's just all. I loved everything about that little winning with the third stringers in the scrimmage yesterday. I was eating that up. But let's see, the Rockets, they've also made a go at it. They offered PJ Tucker. No, I'm sorry, they offered Eric Gordon and something else, and they didn't really say what it was. But the Timberwolves rebutted and asked for Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker, and the Rockets don't want to get rid of Tucker, which I get. You just lost Trevor Ariza. You don't have much on defense because now, Melo's always been suspect in defense. Now he's getting up there in age. He's definitely suspect in D. Harden is suspect on defense. Chris Paul is really, in PJ Tucker, really your only defenders off the top of my head that I can think of at the moment with Ariza gone. So, Capella as well, but that's a given. Anyway, so, it's not worth giving up PJ Tucker to me, but if you can find a way to make it work with Eric Gordon and see, why wouldn't Eric Gordon in a first-round pick work? Maybe because the pick isn't going to be high enough, that I get. But is Miami's pick going to really be high enough? Because you just turned down Richardson in the first. So, they said they want Richardson, Bam, in a first, but I'm not giving up Bam. Because Bam, right now, I'm telling you, Bam is better than Hassan Whiteside. I'm sticking to that. He showed it last year. Last year, it just looked like potential and energy. But what he's done this preseason, Nah, it's the real deal. So I'm jumping on the bandwagon right now. Um, the only, and that's the thing. The only way for it to work is to get rid of bloated contracts, and they don't want Tyler Johnson and they don't want Hassan Whiteside, and they don't, there were, like I said, there were talks they wanted Dragic, but, you know, it, that's too big of a trade. That's not going to happen. That's a pipe dream to get Jimmy Butler and Jeff Teague. So I don't know how it's going to work unless the Heat are willing to really give up Bam. And I'd stick to, if I'm Pat Riley, stick to your guns, man. Like, you can always try and sign Jimmy next year. Josh is nice. Keep the kid. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't get rid of Tyler Johnson, if you can't do Tyler Johnson, Justice Winslow, and 2 first-round picks and get Jimmy Butler, then just drop it, because that right there really should be more than enough. So even 1 first-round pick, Jimmy, Justice, and the first-round pick, because Justice Winslow has the defense is already there. He's always had the potential to be a Kawhi Leonard type, and that is really the truth. I just don't think he's ever going to realize it, and it sucks because I love Duke and I love him. But, yeah, man, let me know what you guys think, where he's going to end up, if he's going to be traded, and if he is going to be traded, who do you think he's going to be traded for? Because with everything I've been hearing, I don't even know what to think anymore. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought he was going to be a Heat, no doubt about it. But obviously we can see Minnesota's just reluctant to trade him, and I don't understand why, when I've said it already, but why are you so reluctant to trade a man that has publicly and privately asked for a trade twice? That we know of. Him and Wiggins from day one haven't got along. He's hated Wiggins' work ethic, which, that's always been a knock on Wiggins. Always. Extremely athletic, a freak in nature, but just doesn't really care. And it's surprising to me to hear all these things that he's saying about Karl Anthony Towns, because I like Cat. I like Wiggins too, but Cat seems to me like, he's just a real, maybe he's just too easygoing for Jimmy Butler, but it just seems to me like he likes to have fun, he loves to play basketball. So, to hear that he's lazy and all this is news to me. It was shocking to me. I don't know if he was just talking crap or if it really is the truth. But, yeah, like I just said, let me know your thoughts. I would love to just hear what you guys got to say. So, yeah, man, stay tuned.